Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman 2 The Great Escape with me, StuckPip123. Today we're going into the Mania Hills. In the last episode we went through the Sanctuary of Water and Ice, and we got the first mask, one of 4 to awaken Polycus. But here we're introduced to something different. This, as Murphy says, is a walking shell. It doesn't really look like a shell unless you consider, hang on, it's actually a gun shell, as in a cannon shot or missile kind of thing. So yeah, that's why it looks a bit like that. But we're not going to do that first, we've got something else to do. Namely, some lums and cages. Because we want lums and cages. Yeah, but they are very explosive, these shells, as you could probably guess from what I said. So one shot and they explode. There we go. We've got cage and a nice big lum with a happy face. Yeah, that's the difference between a big lum and a small lum, is the one has a big smiley face, which is a rather nice way to distinguish them. And here we go. Here comes another one. Now, you may have seen that while it was chasing us, it actually stopped chasing us in the other bit. Because look, it gets tired, and apparently that tames it. So basically, you can ride it like a horse, sort of. Yeah, we figured. So yeah, you can jump off of it, or with it if you're in an area you're not allowed to jump off of it, and you can also go faster, which I would only recommend doing if you're sure you need to. And here is one of the only times in the game when there are 2 pirates in one place. And you can see this. The second one will never wake up despite this complete fight with the other one. So yeah, apparently pirates are completely deaf. You can also beat these by doing the bouncing your shots technique down there, but you can only really hit the first one that way. Here's a little help. Yep, here's a cage, which apparently they were using this cage to either power this machine or torture it using the machine. I'm not quite sure which. Very strange. Anyway, this was a pirate training centre, which according to the sign outside, which we didn't actually read. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's what it basically said. And so apparently pirates are trained here? Which makes you think, if they've got these shells around that are kind of like dogs in the sense they come out of little like dog houses, do robot pirates have pet shells? Because that's what it looks like. Oop. We've got this wooden structures blending right into the flat green textured sides of the level. I think that bit there is one of the... What? Come on. There we go. Yeah, the sides of the wall here are very, very obviously like texture wall, and they don't quite fit because of how flat they are. You see there's actually a picture of a pirate face on top of the shell. And it's time for the gimmick of the level. And I hope you can hear the music. I've turned it down a bit because it's quite loud by default. But yeah, we have to try not to hit everything and explode. That wouldn't be great. Now we've got to ride the shell throughout the level to get from one place to another. This first one, I'm not quite sure why Rayman can't walk apart from that first bit when he physically couldn't get there, because the vine floor things is instant evaporation. That's essentially the game saying if Rayman fell in a load of stinging nettles, he would evaporate. Rayman's world is a very strange one. Now, before we go up there and fight that pirate, we've got somewhere to go with this exploding keg. This keg serves 2 purposes. 1, if you miss that door up top that we blew up with the shell, you can use the keg. And 2, it flies and oof. Yeah, I didn't aim that very well, did I? I have to pick that up again and try. Because, well, yeah, if kegs are gunpowder, you know, the thing that goes boom, apparently doesn't. Well, it did that time, but that's not supposed to happen. Although, well, I suppose that's what should happen. Try and get the camera right, so aim it. Oh, yeah, this is... I've never had this much trouble trying to get the keg to work before. Actually, no, that's not true. I have had this problem before. Although, I'm not quite sure how I managed to have this problem. So you need to get the camera to point down there, because it apparently points wherever the camera goes. Oh, this is embarrassing. There are other bits that are much more difficult. Why is this the bit that's getting me stuck? Right, come. Ah. Hey, no, camera. Ah, wait, I forgot. I have camera controls. Hey, hooray, we've done it. We have success. And yeet. Lum. Lovely lum. Now let's try again without screwing up again. Yay, there we go. I think the corner there is slightly too tight for you to make it up with, like, out through it. Although it may be possible. It looks like it could be. But that's not what we're here to find out. We're here to kick pirate. All of these purple pirates have the really low health, but I think the red ones have the slightly higher health. They're higher rank or something, more experienced perhaps. As this is the pirate training center, then perhaps like that would explain why there's so many purple ones. Hang on, what is going on here? Well, that appears to be where all the red pirates went. And Jesus, he's thick. Look at his. Look, when it goes back, you're gonna look at that chin. Now that is a chin. He does look a little sick, does he not? He needs leaf. He needs the potion of life. And now we get to go back to the Marshes of Awakening. Now we go to get... Time to go get that one lum. So Rayman just yeets on out of this level, halfway through, because we need to get Clark here, the elixir of life. Ooh, kind of hung there for a second. If you're wondering if the Dreamcast's supposed to sound like that, yes. Yes, it is. Although, if the gears were actually greased, then it wouldn't. But I don't have anything to grease them with, so hopefully it will just be okay. Yeet. Now it's time to go on to the alternate secret hidden entrance. It is definitely not the most obvious place you've ever seen, and those are mini piranhas, tiny baby piranhas. Ooh, ominous secret passageway. Woo, spooky. Yahoo indeed. Also, zombie chickens, because whenever the game needs to be spooky, it makes zombie chickens appear. Apparently the pirates made it past the zombie chickens up here and be like, warning, tourism is hazardous. Yeah, you think? Look at that thing. You wonder why tourism is hazardous? And yeah, now we know that this place is called the Cave of Bad Dreams because Clark told us we're allowed in. If you come here before that point, Rayman doesn't know the name, so he won't let you in. Essentially, we've got to get through the level and not let him catch us or he'll eat us. Because I'm sure Rayman has so much tasty meat on all his bones. So much bones. So yeah, here we are in the first real spooky place in Rayman 2. There's a couple of these kind of spooky places. So, yeah. The Cave of Bad Dreams. I'm sure this gave many children some kind of I don't know. It's not jump scares as such, but the shivers. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. Why did I do? I missed the basic jump. You don't even need the helicopter if you're just aiming it right. Although you can do it to be sure. Oh, I needed those. Surprisingly. Yum. So yeah, look, these arms. Looks like his arm, like the ball person, the ball creature, Jano. At least that's what the manual says his name is. What kind of name is Jano? It's supposed to be Jano, but Jano sounds even worse. Oh well. Still, this place is I don't know. The Cave of Bad Dreams is essentially when Polarcus dreamed up the world, everything good became the world. And his place, the Cave of Bad Dreams, is where everything he ever dreamt up that was bad went. So this is literally where literal God's nightmares are supposed to reside. This is the place where God's nightmares go. What kind of ridiculously scary concept is that? This is where God's nightmares go. Rayman is dark. At least this one is. Damn it. I was going so far and I nearly made it, but then the walls parted. Damn you, Moses, why'd you part them? Oh wait, that was the sea, not the wall. Catch the wall. But gosh darn it, Rayman, why can't you work with me here? Anyway, if we get down here, you'll see there's more ball creature things, but they're not the one we met at the entrance. No, these are like his siblings or something. And they spit fireballs. And disintegrate. But there's more! Yeah, I don't know, these are weird ball things, which turn into another ball. Lol, we made it higher than we're supposed to. Ah, don't worry, we'll just fall down the hole. Oop, there's a big lump. Don't miss the big lump. And it's got those caterpillar things we saw back in the fairy glade. Pop. They make it very satisfying. Pop. I didn't make the pop noise very well, did I? Oh well. Now we've got kind of you saw back there those kind of door opening triangle things again. Gonna go on a little bit of a journey to go and collect the balls to put on those triangle things to open the door. Because magic. Eee. These platforms are sometimes quite annoying. That's 3D platformers really, isn't it? They're always, you either have no trouble, something is mildly annoying, or absolutely impossible. But they're not always the same thing. It varies from run to run. That's of course your speedrunner, when you're almost always perfect. How do they do that? Like, how do you play a game 500 times every day and not get bored? I understand there's a little bit of striving to be the best and pride and etc. But I do not have that patience. I don't know how they do. Admittedly, I have played this game, at least this first part of the game, several thousand times, sort of. Although then, that's kind of excusable. Oh no, bugger. I can't believe you've done this. At least it was me and not the ball. Yeah, if the ball falls in the goop, it goes back to whichever platform it was last on. The moving ones don't count because they move, so instead it would go to one of these kind of side area things. Not quite sure why a magic gas ball weighs so much that Rayman has trouble lifting it, but well, apparently it weighs the same as one of them gunpowder-filled kegs, which are really heavy. I think, well, gunpowder's made, what is it? I'm trying to remember the chemical formula for gunpowder. I don't know, I think it's got like carbon and nitrogen and stuff in it, so it's pretty heavy. Yeah, and I've never hit it. Oh, always overshoot that. Of course, if you just get right up next to it and just yeet. Apparently get stuck on the corner. You get away from the caterpillar things, because they do actually jump up onto this little step. And go get to the other magical ball. Orb. They're called orbs, not balls. There. My brain has remembered. Have you remembered something that you forgot? Well, I remembered. Maybe I won't do that voice. Maybe not. Don't drop out from under me. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Pop. Go pop. Pop. Yay, they pop. It's probably going to be another longer episode because we've done kind of 1.5 levels. I'm sure people don't mind having lots of extra content. I personally like having about half an hour episodes for things. Varies from thing to thing, of course, because some things are better in shorter amounts or longer amounts. Like the Armour 3 either has to be, it was also on my channel, the only way to do Armour is to either have entire streams with it, or of like several hours, or very short highlight style clips where you only take very few sections, which is heavy editing, which people aren't interested in it enough for me to do. Not really. So yeah, they just, at any point I could stream Armour 3 depending on me and the people who are on that server happen to be playing. And if anyone else wants to join the Armour 3 server, then of course you can always ask in the comments, and I might make a reply with the Discord link for you. But yeah, we've opened the magic door, which is actually a mouth, which is a thing. Big lump. 30 or 50, it seems a bit low. Is it though? 30 or 50 seems really low. Oh, I've got a bad feeling I'm missing something. Or is the bad feeling just the giant monster coming from behind me? He's gonna eat me! He's coming to eat my ass! Because Rayman hasn't got one, so he's gotta eat mine! Yeah, kind of got, I don't know. Not sure how you just... Oh, got it. Yeah, that's good. Nice big lum there. Basically, if you go too slowly, he eats you. If you hit stuff, he eats you. And you fall, you fall. Oh, get the thing. Fuck! Well, we got the lums, that's the good thing. Ah, now the lum count makes more sense. Because there's a lot of big lums on this, rather than small ones. So yeah, Jano's one hungry boy. He's been guarding this place for many years, and he just wants a decent meal. To be honest, we should just send Glowbox to him if he annoys us, because he's definitely got a bit more meat on him than Rayman does. Although he's a very much a goody two shoes kind of guy, so he'd always sacrifice himself first. Oh, ow, but ooh. Need to kind of slide sideways, which is rather awkward because Rayman sliding does not allow you to slide sideways very easily. Oh, big lump. Yes! Okay, that's good. That seems like a nice round number. And into the final section of the level. Yes, we're straight into a boss fight, and immediately I have to dodge the fire. So basically now it's just a big boss fight with Giant Jano here, who's going to keep eating fire at us until the goal is get to him. Move to wherever he is. That's the mission objective. Ow! Oh no! I've fallen and I can't get up. Wait, where am I? Oh, that was weird. He's cheating. He's spawn killing. This is illegal. There was nowhere to run. Stop yeeting fire. I'm gonna yeet you in a minute. Ah, well now you're like, well now what? How'd you get across here? Well, apart from avoiding his 2D fire sprites because they're not very clearly not 3D, because this is 3D, and so basically he shoots these skull things at you, and you shoot them, and then you can just jump to wherever he's bouncing and just waiting for you. He's clearly a very fair sport because he's always gives you a way to get to the next place. You know, he'll sit there and wait for you, and he always makes sure you've got a path. So clearly he's like, I don't know, he wants you to win, because he's definitely not putting up the biggest fight. Maybe it's actually a test of worthiness or some stuff like that. There we got all the lambs, all of the tasty lambs. Now I think at the end of this we're probably going to get a bonus level, which I am not looking forward to. Bonus levels are, if you've seen the previous episodes, I am not a fan of bonus levels in this game. But that's not because they're bad, no, that's just because I can't press buttons fast. If he happens to just sit in one place like that and keep bouncing, it's because he has actually, you know, you can reach him, so he'll just stop, he'll wait for you. Now this is the final challenge where you've got to hit the things at the right time. Yeah, there we go. Made good progress there. Yeah, you can actually do this, and I think in the first couple of goes. Oh, bugger! Bugger! No, mission failed. No. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. Oh well. Yeah, we got to try that again now, and don't screw up again. What? No, 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 no. Ooh. Yeah, you can do it the safe way when they're all really close together, or you can try and guess just how far away it is. Unfortunately, the 3D in this game is not great for depth perception. But now, this time we have succeed, and whoop, he has sucked into the floor. Because he's a coward, he doesn't actually want to fight Rayman. And, what is this? Gold? Lots of gold? Rayman's like, yes, I'm a rich boy, yeah. Really, Rayman, have you not seen gold before? Are you this much of a poor boy? But again, Rayman must be poor. He doesn't really have a family other than his friends, does he? So, we won, and we can have any treasure we want. Well, that's nice. And now the game actually, it gives you a choice. Do you want the treasure, or do you not want? Well, let's have a take of that treasure, because Rayman's like, he can't believe there's gold. He can't believe it's not butter. And now he's thick. So yeah, at the end of the game, Rayman gets gold, he gets thick, and Clark keels over and dies from pirate poisoning. Oh wait, Clark keels over and dies from pirate poisoning. Wait a minute here, Rayman won't let that happen. Will he? Rayman, you know the world's ending, right? Oh, yeah, don't worry guys, it was all a dream. Yeah, Rayman doesn't want gold. That coin was very much inside his hand. Wow. Shaky stick. You made the right decision. You deserve this. So what we are at now, we get the elixir of life, which is what Clark needs. So now we have to go back to the Menhir Hills to give it to him. But we're going to do that in the next episode. Bye!